Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Soul Link, as I'm once again joined by Demigod Schmurder, who cannot wait to get away from his worst sensei.
I hate this fucking character so much.
Couldn't have stated it better myself.
I hate him. I hate StarCast. My hate for StarCast does not transcend my hate for Jetback or Doomstone, but it is very large, and I just don't like him. I prematurely switched to Robo, but I know there's a tech area here, so it's fine.
All is fine and dandy, and here's the best thing about having the odd numbers, because now I get a whole entire episode dedicated to the Golden Arcade on my channel. And what's so great about this level is that it's the only other level in Imaginators that's actually creative.
What was the first one?
I would say that the only creative levels in the whole of this game is this one and the abandoned amusement park.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I mean, like, great thing about abandoned amusement parks is that it also has that comedic flair to it, with the constant announcements that just leave you wondering, I wonder how this place became abandoned.
It's a fat oof.
Well, at least, you know, Skylanders is being educational and telling you what not to do when you open an amusement park. Which, that's one thing I find really, really funny. We here in the UK don't call amusement parks, well, amusement parks, we call them theme parks. And so, most games, especially if they're produced by Nintendo, would change the name to Abandoned Theme Park rather than Abandoned Amusement Park, at least for the UK they would. But, you know, Activision is like, nah, we're not going to put that much attention to detail. It's not like Mario Kart where, you know, Nintendo swap around for names for the European versions.
Oof.
And can I also remind you that the European versions of the track names are much better, because there's a track called Music Park, but in the UK it's called Melody Motorway, which is so much cooler.
That is cooler, actually. So you know how to get the treasure chest behind Sala, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I got that by accident for the very first time I played this game. Then again, isn't that how... Oh, cool. But yeah, here's the thing, isn't that how most people get most collectibles? They just kind of like get them by accident.
Yeah. I don't think that's wrong entirely. Alright, Robo, let's peace out of here, bud. I gotta wait for... There we go, thanks. I was really hoping I didn't have to wait for Trigger Happy.
I find it so funny how Trigger Happy just makes a cameo appearance in this whole level and then he's not in for the rest of the game from there.
Gilgrunt, too. Just makes a cameo in in the cutscene of
Mushroom River, and then he also makes a cameo in the cutscene of, when all of the Skylanders being hypnotized, you know, he's turning into a brain-dead zombie.
So Gilgrunt at least has more appearances than Trig.
And I find that funny because, you know, the NPCs in this game are here for a reason, to promote Skylanders Academy, and Gilgrunt isn't even in Academy!
That's what we call a fat oof.
But anyway, I was talking about zombies earlier. What is your experience with zombie media?
Very limited. Like, I don't... What was the last time that I watched, like, a zombie movie? If ever.
If ever. You've at least watched Zombieland, because Zombieland is a comedy movie, it's not a zombie movie.
I'll add it to the list.
But no, my favourite zombie media ever made has to be a Korean film called Train to Busan. I've only just started watching foreign films, in particular Korean films, because it turns out that Korea makes really, really damn good movies. First we had Parasite, which is the first one I ever watched. Then I watched Train to Busan, which again, best zombie movie I've ever watched. It had actual character development, and it subverted the tropes of regular zombie movies. And then I also watched another Korean film which was dark as fuck. It was called Paddock, which is basically the dark version of Finding Nemo, which focuses on a sushi restaurant where they basically kill 50% of the fish in really brutal, horrific ways.
Ooh.
But it's got a lot of metaphors in it about, you know, Korean society and everything, so it turned out quite interesting. And why the hell am I doing a troll radio?
Who knows, man? Well, you've already started it, so now you have to finish it.
Yeah. I can imagine that being how I would die to zombie apocalypse. If a zombie apocalypse was to actually occur in real life, I would probably die just because I was paying more attention to a stupid radio than I was for zombies around me. And then a zombie just comes in, stealth kills me. Which is one thing I don't like about Zombieland 2, actually. There's, in the very opening segment, they introduce a zombie called the Ninja. Which is, you know, a stealth zombie. And despite the fact that they introduced it in the opening monologue, it's never used again.
Oof. Don't you just love that?
Don't you also love it when a film puts very specific emphasis on something, like the camera lingers on like a knife or something, and then they never return to that knife despite the emphasis put on it?
I do hate that.
That is what you call bad filmmaking. Don't do it. Because here's the thing, if you're not going to put focus on that knife blade from the film, then just don't have a camera linger on it. You know, it's that simple.
Simple problem, simple solution.
Guess that was a little easy, huh?
Well, then again, as long as you know what you're doing, any solution to any problem is practically simple. People just overcomplicate things. I suppose it's because, you know, the more you overcomplicate something, the more accomplished you feel at being of it. And, you know, as humans, we love feeling accomplished by something. That's, honestly, if you said that, that's literally Mario Maker in a nutshell. I don't think I'm wrong about that either. Ah, shit, take a hit there. I've never messed up this platforming segment as bad as I have right now. I missed an Imaginite piece, I got hit by a stack of coins. At least now I get to switch to Aurora and forget it ever happened.
Told you that you would win a
Oh, the element of area swaps to the light over there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, now I
don't know
know.
why I know this one specifically, but I know.
grind challenge.
Okay, here we go for grind challenge. Me being behind as always.
You got to be ahead for a little bit in the last episode.
That is
Well, we
true.
should-
I will take that. As the famous people say, we take those.
Yes. Yes. Alright. Skystones. Let's just be done with Skystones. Yes.
Actually, it's Creation Clash.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just playing the role of every single Sky nerd in the comment section right now.
It's Skystones. Get the fuck over it.
It basically is Skystones. It's just
Not
it's
basically.
rebranded
It
Skystones.
is. It's worse Skystones.
I know, they show you the enemy
Because it's an
cards, which makes the
Imaginators.
strategy far more easy and simplistic, you know. It's not like Giants where they hid the enemy stones and then, you know, you had some sort of element of surprise and needed to actually think on the bat rather than, you know, getting preparation time.
There are two Skylanders games that are arguably the hardest in the franchise. Trap Team, which I don't think anyone would disagree with, and Giants.
Why Giants?
It's just a hard game.
I mean,
Enemies
I got
do like fucking 1,000 damage on hard mode. It's ridiculous.
I got through it pretty far in my legendary look when I did that. You know, I got to level 15. I almost beat level 15 with 10 characters in total.
Wow.
Granted, I had
Well,
Igniter, who,
you
you know, I'm really good with, so that helped.
Were you playing on Nightmare mode or?
I was playing on Nightmare mode. You can probably guess what my first legendary loss was.
Was it oh Fuck it. It was Jetpack, wasn't it?
Oh no, Jetpack was one of my last surviving characters. You know, Jetpack always lasts really long in the locks. In fact, no matter what theme you put in a lock, most of the time, you always wind up with Jetpack, because there's just so many iterations of him. Light Core Lock, Mini Lock, Variant Lock, Repose Lock.
Actually, yes. In later games, yes.
Oh yeah.
Because I forgot to grab the fucking TNT. Sal, don't yell at me! I'm already yelling at myself because I'm bad at the video game.
You say that
And I
right
know
after you was good at the video game last episode.
Yeah, people are gonna clip that. People are gonna clip me talking about StarCast, or lying about StarCast being good. People are gonna clip me saying that I'm bad at the video game. I've made some very stupid decisions these last couple episodes.
That's commentary for you. Anyway, my first character I actually lost when I did that lock was none other than Legendary Bouncer, because I decided, hey, let's place Legendary Bouncer on this tech area that's very claustrophobic and very difficult to traverse around.
Oof. That's all I have to say to that is oof.
That's all you have to say about anything, let's be honest at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
You might as well
it's a very-
trademark the word oof at this point. You practically own it with how much you've said it. You know, if they say you are what you eat, well in this case you might as well own what you say. You know, where's the difference?
Damn.
Also, you can quote me on that.
Fucking quote that shit. Alright, yeah, you're right. There's not very many element switches in this level.
Which I suppose is good when you're playing with good characters like we are right now.
We got to play as Crankcase, Robo, Blastertron, and Aurora in this level, and now we're immediately gonna switch to Painata and Chopscotch. And Painata's not bad, but Chopscotch is.
All I can say is prepare to have our first loss in this episode.
I will.
Or prepare to embrace an absolute miracle as both of the Smasher classes survive. One of the other.
Painata gonna die. Painata gonna die at least. He's not a boss fight character.
Imagine us doing this Soul Link with Imaginators at maximum level. I think in that case, you know, to give us any sort of challenge, we would actually need Nightmare Mode.
Bruh, I did my first Imagine lock that I did was on Nightmare Mode. Because I'm not a little bitch like Crash.
I can't believe you're just going ahead and insult your best friend like this.
You don't understand my best friend Crash Rousel meme, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I somewhat get it. I know there's some sort of sarcasm behind it.
It's because of Pokemon. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, I made my my rival Hop. I literally just called him Crash Rousel, and that's where my best friend Crash Rousel meme comes from.
Nice.
Because Hop is your best friend in that game. He's your best friend and he's your rival.
Wait, Blastertron can do that?
Wait, what are you surprised that Blastertron can do?
Combos? I'm surprised that is combos.
Okay, you know what? This is how we make these episode titles. I want you to call this episode, wait, Blastertron can do that?
I know, that's basically 50% of my Blastertron gameplay.
Clickbait!
Here's the thing, like, this is Skylanders. You expect me to press multiple buttons? What is this?
It's sad how
Blastertron
irrelevant
can,
combo moves are these days in this game. Alright, Chopscotch, let's get this fucking over with.
I get to play the best video game within a video game ever made.
Video game Inception. You just get to play Inception right now.
Oh, yeah. And as we've already established, you know, we love adding wordception to the end of things. It automatically makes it 5 million times funnier. At least it did a few years back. Oh yeah, during the Swap Force Soul Link, wasn't the movie that he was telling me that I need to watch named Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yes.
Because I might have kind of watched it last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I watched Onward and you watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's some character development right there.
I tell you what is character development, Inside Out. Inside Out is basically character development for movie.
Ooh. That's true, actually, though. That is true.
Still, though, it doesn't hold a candle to my top 5 Pixar movies would definitely be WALL-E, Ratatouille, Incredibles 1, Toy Story 3. I think I've just named 4. What's the other one? Well, they're my top 4 at least. Oh, and Coco. I'd also put Coco in there.
I agree. Coco was phenomenal.
Okay, here we go with Pinata. What's funny is that this is going to be Pinata's first and last appearance in the Soul Link.
That's true.
Like, seriously,
There
why
ain't
does this
a
game hate
single
magic
fucking-
so much?
Dude, I was about to do this battle no hit, but I couldn't jump over the guy because he was in the wall. Otherwise, I totally would have no hit this battle. Feel free to kill Pinata whenever you'd like, though. I want to play as a character that's not ass. I'm gonna have to do the battle gong with her.
Yeah, enjoy yourself with that.
Ah, the fucking fireball shits. Alright, this is where the battle gets complicated. Anyway, what did you think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, I think it was very good. The best part was when, you know, he kicks the car and it, of course, gets released off his hatch and it just goes flying out the back window. Oh god, that got a good chuckle out of me. And let's not forget the end credit scene. What are you still doing
Yes!
here? Go
Chopscotch
home.
is dead! Thank you!
Wait, what?
Get off my screen! Oh,
Chop-
now I gotta pick which character I want to use.
You mean Chopscotch has just died?
Yup.
Doesn't that mean my Pinata has also just died, so I get to swap out for this Doomlander?
Yes.
Well,
You get to
thank
play-
fuck for that!
This might be the happiest I've ever been about a nuzlocke death.
Okay, who are you gonna go for?
I'm going for Flare Wolf.
I'm gonna go for Wolfgang. Oh wait, we're both playing as wolves. That's Wolfception. And it's
That's
also
what we call Soul Linked.
this is not only Wolfception, this is Septionception, because we have Wolfception as well as Siblingception at the same exact time, and voice
And video
actorception.
gameception. This is Inception on. This is Inception on top of Inception on top of Inception.
Exactly why it's Septionception. Okay, sweet.
There we go.
My
Doomlander
gosh, my
defeated.
Wolfgang is under-leveled. I've only just realised that he's level 13, but he'll be fine. It's Wolfgang.
Don't you fucking dare kill Robo.
Oh, believe me, I don't intend to.
I didn't intend to kill Chopscotch there. It just sort of happened and I went with it.
That's fair.
I swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna make a death montage of all my locks. And I'm gonna that when that one comes up, people are just gonna be like, what? Alright, battle gong with Flare Wolf, here we go. Boom!
Don't die.
I won't.
Here's the thing with
I hate to kill
the bow
Chompy
slingers,
Mate
we are
for
literally just delaying the inevitable because I almost guarantee that I die to the bow slinger Doomlander.
Yeah, it's a hard boss, dude. That's a hard boss.
The only thing that's hard about this Smash Doomlander is the fact that, you know, you've got the stupid fire spell points to deal with in 2D. They were
And they
not
fucking
designed for
float
2D.
1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, that also does not help.
Alright, here we go. Get off my screen! Yay, I did it! No hit.
You know what could have made this Doomlander even worse?
what could have made it even worse?
Having the hitboxes of those damn rat enemies.
Oh my god, please don't.
I just did
Oh,
deal
that
with
just
it.
reminds me. That just reminds me that we're gonna have to do Abandoned Amusement Park next week, and we're gonna lose like 5 characters there. I should not have sacrificed Chopscotch like that. Well, Pinata would have died anyway. Because Pinata, as much as I like Pinata, and I do think he's a good character, his slow attack speed, he's not a boss fight character. He is certainly not that boss fight. Yeah. He would have died anyway. So at least if it was Chopscotch dying, it was funny.
Oh shit!
You're kidding me.
Oh damn it! This is why you level up your characters and come prepared.
Ignite. 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 You're. Ignite. You're.
Don't even finish that sentence. Don't you do it.
Sacrifice rule! Sacrifice rule is a thing!
Yeah,
just need a-
you're not wrong.
We need Aurora and Bad Juju to survive this level.
Well, it's a good thing I don't need to swap out for Bad Juju right now. At the moment, I'm contemplating who to pick. Do I go Taekwondo Crow or do I go Dr. Crankcase?
Crankcase. I'd go. No, wait. Taekwondo Crow.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna ask you your
He's
opinion
got a
on
low
this.
He's got low health.
Yeah, it's
Can you
mostly
do
the
a battle
battle
gun
gong I've
with
got
him?
to be concerned about. I'm gonna go Crankcase. Screw it. Hope for best.
Just don't lose Tide Pool. I need her. Sacrifice rule is a thing, though. Worst case, we need Ignite. Listen to me. Aurora and Blastertron, especially, need to survive Abandoned Amusement Park. Because Aurora and Bad Juju are my designated sacrifice.
Okay, here's the thing. That is not happening.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try very hard.
Ouch. Ouch.
Don't. I hate Starcast, but not Taekwondo Crow. I want to no-hit Chaos with Starcast. You know what? I want to do.
Wouldn't that be ironic?
I want. Know what? I want Starcast to survive just for that now, because there's a dark zone literally right before Chaos. I want to no-hit Chaos with Starcast.
I hate these
Just
fire
for-
spell pugs.
He died, didn't he?
Yep. This is what you call
We
being
should-
bad at the video game.
We should revive Starcast just for the bit. Just so I can. Well, no, because I wouldn't even go in with him then. That's fine.
Oh boy, watch out for the giant fireballs before I lose my best character.
Is your best character left Crankcase or Zombie Maid?
Well, Taekwondo Crow and Chunky Mage are both left. Oh wait! Why did I start with Taekwondo Crow? His frickin' shurikens can hit the frickin' fire guys. Let's just call fire guys now.
Didn't you say that he died?
With Crankcase, yeah, I meant Taekwondo Crow. Taekwondo Crow can hit the fire
Crankcase
guys.
died! No!
Yeah.
I'm actually upset about that. I thought you were Taekwondo Crow. I didn't think you were Crankcase. I forgot about. No.
Remember, I wound up saying
lost
screw
two
it and I lost
characters that I
Crankcase.
actually like in this level and Chopscotch.
I know, it's tragic. This is the tragedy of the
All
soul
because I
for you.
had to kill Chopscotch for the bit.
What would have been funny is if you kept Chopscotch around and I managed to somehow clutch out the boss fight with Pinata. But that all exists in an
What would've-
alternate universe at this point.
might
Especially if
have
we,
been?
especially if we use endgame time travel logic to travel back in time and, you know, change the results of this here conflict.
Well, we're definitely. Well, now we need to sacrifice Aurora and Bad Juju for Crankcase and Tide Pool. I feel would be a better swap. And actually, if Barbella and Hoodsicle don't die, we could sack them too.
Well, now that we've lost the Bowslingers, we need to get through the freaking Bowslinger Doomlander with the air characters.
I can do that. I can do it with airstrike.
Yeah, but do you think I can do it with bad juju?
Ignite. Do you think you're okay? Because here's the thing: is that battle, that boss fight you're on right now is bullshit. Do you think that you're good at the video game?
No.
Oh.
I think this video, I think this episode of Soul Link is basically proof of that point. Like, if anybody ever asks if I'm good at the video game, just direct them to this episode of Soul Link and they will get their proof.
I'm fairly sure that, I'm fairly sure you said that during the last Soul Link we did too. And during Cutthroat.
Well, it's very quotable. Did I just no-hit that battle gong because I generally can't remember?
I'm gonna go ahead and assume yes. Well, great. Now, actually, Ignite, there's a chance that I no-hit. There's a chance I no-hit Chaos with Starcast.
You see, this is all, you know. Oh, I've got the haha funny glitch from Sal right now.
This is it,
Yay.
This is it, Skylander. Famous golden arcade box.
Gosh, I love this glitch. Anyways, I was gonna say something, but then the haha funny moment with Sal happened, so I completely slipped my mind.
Simply break the law.
Well, hey, worst case scenario is, I guess Bad Juju dies in... I guess Bad Juju dies in the Bowslinger battle, and you switch to Golden Queen. Alright, and then we sacrifice Barbella and
Bravo is an order.
Hoodsicle.
I should probably
Do you think we
mention
keep her around Airstrike and Graveclobber?
No, Grave Club is not my best.
Okay. Well, hey, once you learn the tech with him, you just gotta grab that soul gem. It's very early on in the level.
Yeah, I remember where it is, fortunately enough.
Indeed.
Good.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that I may or may not have looked up a guide before the session.
You just hold your main attack and then jump out of it, and the geysers will actually like continue on and do damage.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
good.
like a good tic-tac indeed. Not a good tactic, but a good tic-tac for sure.
Player we've ever had at this arcade.
I can't believe that Sal just called me the best player we've ever had at this arcade, and I do not believe it for a second.
Do we keep around Blastertron and Ambush?
We
'Cause I'll tell
want
you right-
ranged characters, that's what we want.
Yeah, but Blastertron's like a semi-range character. That's why I ask.
Well, we need to keep Blastertron around so then we can get more clickbait from, clickbait titles from it.
Oh yeah.
Skylander, we got problems.
You know, we've got to take priorities here, you know, for Soul Link is fun and all, but what we really need is that sweet, sweet clickbait.
Maybe we call this episode For the Bit instead. Because
Video games.
I did a thing for the bit in this episode and I regretted it. I could have played that battle a lot better. Our characters might still be here, but
I could have started with
Taekwondo
Tycoon Crow rather than, you know, leaving him for the very end, but here we are.
Hey, Taekwondo Crow might have died, and then I wouldn't have gotten the chance to no-hit Chaos with Starcast.
You know you're building up so much anticipation for this ending that's just simply not going to happen.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like people would want to see that because I hate him so much. I know I didn't no-hit Chaos with Bad Juju, but I beat Chaos on Nightmare mode using only Bad Juju.
So, I believe this is the perfect opportunity to bring the episode to a close. Are you in accordance with that?
I would say yes.
Even though you probably don't even know what the word occurrence mean, I don't, I just throw it out there because, ooh, fancy word!
Large word. Big word.
Yes. Anyway, with us both being in agreement, this video is indeed coming to an end, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one over on Demigod's channel. But until that moment arises, peace!